By now, boys and girls, you should have received your new work packet. And in that work packet, you found a little version of me, a flat Miss Braswell. And to kick off our flat Miss Braswell activities, I'm going to read to you the book, Flat Stanley, his original adventure. Flat Stanley, his original adventure, by Jeff Brown. As you see, there's 5 chapters in this story, and I'm going to make 5 separate videos, one of each chapter. We're going to begin today with the big bulletin board. Follow along as I read. The big bulletin board. Breakfast was ready. I will go wake the boys, Mrs. Lambchop said to her husband, George Lambchop. Just then their younger son, Arthur, called from the bedroom he shared with his brother Stanley. Hey, come and look. Hey! Mr. and Mrs. Lambchop were both very much in favor of politeness and careful speech. Hay is for horses, Arthur, not for people, Mr. Lambchop said as he entered the bedroom. Try to remember that. Excuse me, Arthur said, but look. He pointed to Stanley's bed. Across it lay an enormous bulletin board that Mrs. Lambchop had given to the boys a Christmas ago so they could pin up pictures and messages and maps. It had fallen during the night on top of Stanley, but Stanley was not hurt. In fact, he would still have been sleeping if he had not been woken by his brother's shout. What's going on in here? He called out cheerfully from beneath the enormous board. Mr. and Mrs. Lambchop hurried to lift it from the bed. Heavens, said Mrs. Lambchop. Gosh, said Arthur, Stanley's flat. As a pancake, said Mr. Lambchop. Darndest thing I've ever seen. Let's have breakfast, Miss Lambchop said. Then Stanley and I will go see Dr. Dan and hear what he has to say. In his office, Dr. Dan examined Stanley all over. How do you feel? He asked. Does it hurt very much? It felt sort of tickly for a while after I got up, Stanley Lambchop said, but I feel fine now. Well, that's mostly how it is with these cases, said Dr. Dan. We'll just have to keep an eye on this young fellow, he said when he finished his examinations. Sometimes we doctors, despite all of our years of training and experience, can only marvel at how little we really know. Mrs. Lambchop thought Stanley's clothes would have to be altered by the tailor now. So Dr. Dan told his nurse to take Stanley's measurements. Mrs. Lambchop wrote them down. Stanley was 4 feet tall and about a foot wide and a half an inch thick. All right, tomorrow we will read Being Flat. And as always, have a great day.